We're live.
What's the next
One, two. We're live, and
This is. I don't even know what we're gonna talk about everything, guys.
work. What was the what did I say earlier? That shit is good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We got more devices in this than some people do in their entire house, and even some small offices. What does that say about us? Do you think? Do you guys?
We have more, in addition to our brains, which is like the most computing power, obviously. We have the devices, which is like a lot of computing power. So like we're just combining all of our computing power together, like operating at like a really high level.
Would you guys consider yourself high achievers?
100%.
Keenan?
100%. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I mean, we only run podcasts at midnight for whatever reason, so.
Late night pods.
I think it like gets good. I feel like during the day, a lot of people are wearing a mask. They're wearing this mask. They're in society. They're going to work. They're doing all these things. They're jumping through hoops like a fucking circus. But after a certain point, you have to just be you. And I feel like that adds to it. So I feel like a lot of times, most of the time, people are scared to say what they really want to say. So the people that are willing to say what a bunch of people want to say are the ones that typically get popular. Think about really good music. Really good music should be internalized by many people. That's why a lot of these rappers, Lil Baby, for instance, when he drops a song, he's like, bro, I'm not dropping a song. It's not even from my point of view. I'm dropping a song that may be from a multiple point of view. And this is why his music's able to go a certain way. Because when you listen to a good song, you're supposed to be like, yo, that's me, bro. This is dope, bro. That's you.
Yep.
Good point.
Because we all go through similar stuff. And if people just like good content, I feel like does that. The really good content, a lot of it's about couples. That content goes crazy because at one point you're going to be in a relationship or you've seen somebody in a relationship or you want to be in a relationship. That's why I feel like that sells more than the fact of people wanting money. Education, as far as like educational, when it comes to like the money stuff, I think less people want money than people think. Like they say, yeah, I want money, but it's like, no, I want what I think money can buy, which is what? Females,
Options.
recognition.
Access.
I think at the highest level, people realize it's option and access. But I think at a lower level, I think people are thinking, what can I tangibly, like what? I'm going to prove somebody wrong. Guys, I'm going to get a bunch of girls if I have a bunch of money, which isn't always true. I feel like money just heightens,
Amplifies.
amplifies.
Who you already are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that on a podcast like this morning.
Really?
Yeah. That's it. All money does is amplify the true the true colors, basically.
It's crazy. The more money I make, the less stuff I buy. That's why we're branded gear now. I'm like, I remember the first time I made like a lot of money in 1 month. It was like $50K in a month. And I was just like, I remember going to the store with my girlfriend at the time. We went to the Wynn has like a really high-end mall. There's a store called Feature.
Yeah.
I went in there, tried on some jeans, $500 jeans. I'm like, okay. Tried on a jacket, couple $100 jacket. I took pictures of it because I knew the money was coming. And I said, when I get to 50,000, I'm going to go buy this. I got to 50,000. I sat there and it sat in my account for a week before I could even figure out what investments or what I needed to do with it. Sat there for a week before I could even touch it, bro. I'm living off of like a couple $100 at this point because I didn't want to touch the 50,000 because I was like, fuck, I don't want to lose this. I never went and bought those jeans. I just like, $500, I can invest that. I think I gave more money to my family than the money I actually spent on myself. And it's spending money. I literally started buying shit, started buying investments.
Most people that make money, they don't do that. Why do you think you did the opposite?
Well, just like everybody, I wanted to shop. There's no difference between me and the other person. The only difference was when I tried the jeans on, I was like, this is cool. That actually gave me the feeling of shopping. I went home. Weeks later, I said, I'm going to buy something. And I started buying investments. I still went shopping. That's the difference. There's no difference. People that make money, people that don't make, like that spend money, we're all spending money. We all like spending money. I just like spending money on shit that's going to make me more money. And even then, I might take that income or whatever passive income and invest it one more time, because to me, it's the game of how much money can I make off of this money. Some people collect like fucking items, material stuff. But here's the thing: once you buy it, stops. It's stagnant. Once I made that $50,000, it was stagnant. I had to do something with it. I had to make more money. Like, think about it. If you just have a bunch of money sitting, it's not doing anything. It's actually not beneficial. It's taking up space. Money's only beneficial when you need to use it to buy something, to trade. If we looked at money in that way, we would stop glorifying it. It's simply just something you could trade stuff with. I can go trade my information, my time. That's actually way more valuable than money. Could trade my computer, but people look at money and like, oh, well, I know I can go buy this. And then they trade their harder. You're really trading your time. Imagine you work 40 hours a week. You're trading your time to get the money, right? And then you spend the money quicker than you even earned it. So you're really you just spent your time.
That's
All
most
that
people.
time. Huh?
Most people.
I haven't, because I always ask this, I like to ask this question to people that I know are not making this. Do you think 100,000 is a lot? No, it's not. Absolutely no. How much money do you spend? Only 2,000 a month. How much do you make? 2,000 a month, right? So they make 2,000, they spend 2,000. So 100,000 to them is not enough. What about 1,000,000? Not enough, because they're going to spend the money. Most people go, I make 2,000 a month, spend all of it. And the worst, actually, the middle class say, well, I'm going to spend 2,500 because I have credit cards. The poor just spends 2,000, right? The middle class spends 2,500, 3,000, 4,000. So 100,000 is not enough because A, they're in bad debt, and B, they're thinking all the shit that they could buy. $100,000. If you made 30,000 a year and you spent 30,000 a year, if I gave you 100,000, you didn't change your lifestyle, you saved $70,000 in a year. That is a substantial amount of money to save from going from 30,000, not saving any money, to just saving excess money. But they always say it's not enough. Because people don't even know what it means to have their money, A, work for them, or B, have their money saved. They know, well, I live paycheck to paycheck, so I always will live that, no matter how much I make.
Speaking facts.
Yeah.
And that's the number one thing. When I was doing personal mentorships, I'd say, write down how much you make and how much you spend. Write down all of your expenses, credit cards, blah, 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 blah. Write all this stuff down. Write all the money you make. I don't care if it's your significant other giving you money on a regular basis, mom, dad. I don't care if you're doing something illegal. Write it all down. And guess what? That was the shock of their life every time. Oh my God, bro, I realized I spent $500 in weed this month. I'm like, okay, why? Why don't you just buy weed in bulk? You'd actually save more money. I didn't think about that. Think about it. If you're not monitoring this, you're going to spend more money. That's just how it goes. Businesses do it all the time. Businesses, like subscriptions. Think about the subscription model. How many subscriptions you guys have? You guys have at least something, right?
Like 20 plus more.
How many times have you not canceled a subscription? When you're like, I'm not using this, and you forget. Yeah.
They're sticky.
Yeah. Subscription model is the best. $7 subscription. You'll forget about it. Gym. People that go to the gym. This is the best. What is it? Planet Fitness?
Yeah.
Planet Fitness is the number one OG for subscriptions. They don't even want people to go into the gym.
This whole business model.
They literally have pizza. The pizza in itself is going to cover the cost of the membership. And I heard that, and I was like, yo, That's the craziest thing
Yeah.
because it's true. I used to go to Planet Fitness. They don't have any of the real weights. It's all beginner stuff, and they cannot. If they max out capacity, they'll lose money.
Their whole business model is simply based off of no-shows.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy? Like they're banking off of people not showing up, but they're making more money on the lifetime gross value per customer.
So what does that show about? What does that show about people? Right? Because I always talk about the consumer not having any leverage, but the consumer kind of fits himself in that box.
Exactly.
I want to go to the gym. I'm going to sign up. They'll probably get the most signups January. In December, January 1st, they'll probably get the most signups. And those people are just paying for it to feel like they're doing something.
Yeah.
On a consistent basis, we're paying for stuff to feel like we're doing stuff. You go to the club, you spend money to make you feel like a baller. You buy low-end Gucci, low-end Louis to feel like a baller. You pay for a subscription to feel like you're going to the gym. Right?
Yeah.
Feelings, I feel like, is one of the biggest reasons why people spend money. Valentine's Day, rip off. Rip off. How much shit is sold?
Let's talk about Black Friday too.
Black Friday is another. Black Friday is a big rip off because
Yeah.
people don't know a lot of these companies are just, yes, they have low prices, but the prices are already paid for from the following month beforehand. So they raise their prices to afford it, and then they drop their prices, and the people start buying on Black Friday. But the sheer sales on Black Friday is just insane. You can get a TV now for like 100. Like you can get a really big size TV for like $200 now.
Yeah.
Just huge, just a 60-inch for 300. Like $300.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember like 60 inches used to be like,
Yeah.
bro, we were a G if you had a fucking 60 inch. Now everybody has a 60 inch
That's crazy.
because they just they made it cheaper. They made it
Yeah. quicker.
Black Friday. But it's interesting now, Black Friday is like this whole week. So everybody's running sales because they said, we don't want to wait. Because now all the big guys are competing on Black Friday. No one's beating Walmart.
Mm-mm.
No one's beating Walmart. I don't even think Amazon's going to beat. They can't. I don't think Amazon can even beat Walmart on Black Friday.
I see like Black Friday as like a day where companies can market their products or services. Because it's the day where like people talk about companies and like it just goes up in value, right? And like they're just using their products. I mean, not necessarily as a loss leader, but like more of a vehicle to talk about their products or services. Just like, oh, this 60% off deal or 80% off deal, and everyone talks about it.
And then
It's crazy.
there is actually the most credit card signups are going to be typically around Black Friday. They actually start in October. They start going in November, and it makes it very interesting because now not only are they going to make money, but they're going to get people signed up in their systems. It's just a data overhaul and a credit overload, and but the consumer doesn't realize it doesn't like. You never really get a good deal. The deal's always coming from somewhere else. If I have a product, I make it for $100. Say I make a digital product, I'm gonna go on the page and say this is $2,000 of value, $19.97, and then I'm gonna just put a slash through it and say $9.99. Now you feel like you got a deal. Me, I know I was only gonna put it for $9.99, but I add that little extra layer so you feel like you got a deal. What is it called? Is consumerism a word?
Yeah, it is.
Consumerism.
Yeah.
But Valentine's Day, I think, is even a bigger scam than Black Friday.
Why is it?
Okay, just the week before Valentine's Day, flowers $20. Valentine's Day, $60. $40. The bears go on sale. This is how crazy it is. The bears go on sale. The stores got so good on clearing inventory for the next holiday. But if you go late, fellas, listen. All the 9 to 5 workers, go a little late, go around 8 o'clock to your local stores, and they already have a lot of clearance shit. I just saved you guys $100. So that bear that was $50 is now going to be $10 because they're going to mark it down. Because think about it, on Valentine's Day, if they start selling everything the next day, it substantially went lower. So they got smart and said, let's get all the people that come at 8 o'clock and we'll sell around all of this stuff. So just wait a little longer. Make the dinner plans at night. hit the store right before when everything's cleared out and get everything on clearance. Because that same bear just 5 hours ago was marked up 5 times. That's it. You could buy the bear fucking a week before. But think about it. Valentine's Day. If you're a man and you have a woman in your life, every other woman in the world is getting fucking flowers. She needs flowers. That's it. She needs a bear. That's it. If not, then you automatically start to look less instantly because of what society generally just told us. This is Valentine's Day. Yeah. I don't even know. Like the true meaning behind it, who knows? All of the holidays are what? Designed to what? They're getting fucking a substantial amount of money. The stores win.
In a short period of time, yeah.
During every holiday.
I had a conversation actually about that same thing you're talking about with my ex. And I was telling her, and I said, listen, why do you feel the need for me to buy you something? Because every other girl is getting it. I could get you that same thing on another day, not on Valentine's Day, but you wouldn't appreciate it as much. Or you would feel a certain way if I didn't buy you that on Valentine's Day because you're seeing everyone get it. If I don't get you something on Valentine's Day, does that mean I love you less?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's crazy. But I was talking to her about that, and I was saying, like, yeah, I think, like, Valentine's Day is just another marketing ploy. It's like, if you search, there's like I don't know if there's an article or something, but it was saying that Valentine's Day, in 1 to 2 days, you can search it up. But, like, how much revenue they bring in collectively.
Let's guess. What do you think? You can't guess because you're looking.
Fucking hell.
5, what did you say? Revenue?
Revenue.
Nationwide?
Nationwide.
500 million.
You guys are already fucking close.
23.9 billion. So I underestimate that by like 100 times maybe.
So
way off, bro.
So nationwide,
What did you think?
people.
I was thinking like anywhere from 50 million to 80.
I almost said 5 million.
So $29
Yeah,
billion
I was-
$23.9 billion.
spent on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That is insane.
This year is expected, I think, to reach 24.
What about 2020? Where it was highest.
27.4.
And the reason why I asked 2020 is
COVID.
2020 was actually 2020. Yeah, 2020 COVID was happening.
Yeah.
So to show people, think about how
That
much
was the month before COVID. Because COVID was in March.
Yeah.
when they had big lockdowns, but it started really
Oh,
in
right,
December.
yeah, it started in, like,
January shit started getting weird,
Yeah.
and then March. So people were getting like,
Yeah.
what about this year? Would they say this year? They think?
Projection, I think it's going to be under 23.9.
I don't think they're gonna beat COVID for a while because people were in their emotions. So emotion selling, this thing is the best. 2 things: Valentine's Day, and then people's funerals. All the stuff that people are buying, their memorials, the little totes of this and that, all these different coffins, all these extra things. A lot of times they're not actually, no difference between this coffin and that coffin. How much do you think spent on that? Is there
Wow.
50 billion?
50
Billion?
billion? For what?
I'm on Black Friday now.
Yeah, Black Friday. How much is Black Friday? Black Friday's 50 billion?
Yeah, 30. They said 30 to 40 billion. So that's crazy.
It's almost like stores really are, like everybody's selling off their excess inventory before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Selling, just think about the TVs that are being sold at Best Buy right now, the bottom line TVs you can possibly buy. The worst clarity, the worst TVs, but they're big. Sell, boom. So it's a great equalizer because if you're cheap, it will sell.
What do you guys think, like, from ranking, I'm gonna test you guys, what influences buyers' decisions during Black Friday? From rank. What would you guys guess?
Like, what would it be?
The first, yeah. What was, like, the number one thing that
Is it an
influences
item,
by.
or are you saying, oh, something that's influencing?
People,
Yeah, that's like general
I,
products.
I think
Like it can be
people wanting to save money.
Okay.
Save money.
I think
Yeah,
like doorbusters or exclusivity.
yeah. How about like okay, what do you think is like first ranking? I'm gonna like out of
Teams.
order, okay.
Electronics.
Easy to use website app. Okay. Buy online, pick up in store. Free shipping, or promotion / limited time sales. What do you think?
Promotion
is
slash-
Yeah, the last
limited.
one. The time sales.
interesting? Interesting.
But
You guys are both wrong.
let's start one more.
Okay, well, we'll do one more.
The
So,
first one. What was the first one you said?
I said easy to use website app.
Yeah.
That one's also wrong.
What
The
is it?
second to last.
The free shipping.
Free
shipping?
shipping.
Yeah, that one. That one. Like look at the graph right here. Factors influencing buyer's decision during Black Friday. This is nuts to me. Free shipping.
There was a
Crazy.
that is insane. That's insane because
Especially-
there's a brand when Instagram first came out. I think it was a bikini brand.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The
They ran a bunch of ads and it was something that was like, don't it's
free.
it's free.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just pay for shipping.
That's the
They
Yeah,
made
that one.
millions of dollars.
yeah.
Just pay for shipping.
Then they bump the shipping up.
Obviously.
Boom. Boom.
Millions of dollars.
$40 for
Stupid.
shipping.
Insane.
They have
Well, you think I'll still work today?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Get my ebook, guys. It's free.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Grant Cardone did that one.
Yeah, the physical
The
book.
physical book.
Just pay for shipping, guys. $7.99.
That literally like validated the idea that free shipping model worked. Free, you pay for the shipping. Like it validates because people like, as you can tell, want free shit. Like they're like, oh, it's a free product. You just pay for the shipping. They're like, oh, I'm gonna pay for shipping anyway, but they don't know that.
Only the marketers know.
Exactly.
It's all a ploy.
That's crazy. That's wild. Amazon stock goes up.
Amazon disrupted with it.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know, it's interesting watching these big companies go to war. I found it interesting because if you're really good as a competitor, and I always talk about, there's no competitors. There's competitors, right? If you're really good at a competitor, you'll make your competitor spend more money. You'll make, if you're really good at it, which I've personally done up until this date, you'll be able to push a button and make everybody scramble. Amazon literally made Walmart lose millions and millions and probably billions of dollars.
Yep.
Because 2-day shipping before, you were a baller if you got 2-day shipping back in the day. You were a fucking baller. Like 2-day shipping wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Like 2-day shipping was like $100. 1-day shipping, forget about it. Walmart got pushed so bad that they had to compete. It literally, there's stores that literally like, look, we have to do. CVS was doing free shipping.
Yeah.
Walgreens is doing free shipping because Amazon said, you know what? We're going to squeeze him. So to me, like during the recession, if you pour more money correctly into your business and on certain things like infrastructure, but stuff that's noticeably going to change and make it more accessible or whatever, cheaper, you're going to make your competitor spend more money. You're going to squeeze them during the worst time to squeeze them.
Oh yeah.
Amazon squeezed everybody, and now they have their own planes. They have Amazon workers. They're relentless. And then COVID happened, and they said, you know what? They showed themselves. Bro, I was getting packages in 2 days during COVID. How is that possible? We don't even think about that. We say, oh, Amazon, 2 days, I get it. If I don't get it in 2 days, Amazon calling them. They're like, no, we know. We got it. It's free now. Boom. They made it. This is what Amazon did besides breaking the shipping model. They made their customer service just say, yes, refund him. Refund him. We'll take this returns. Refund him. Walmart, bro, try to send something back to half these stores. You can forget it.
Yeah.
Amazon's like, oh, we have 3 different ways you can return it to the store. One will come to your house. The other, you can go to your Amazon locker. People don't realize how much Amazon pushed everybody to spend money.
Go to Kohl's.
Yeah, you can go to Kohl's. It's like, what the fuck?
They bought an entire company to just basically annoy, just to basically outcompete,
Boom.
like just like that kind of.
And then they're like, Amazon's gonna make a store. They're gonna make a store. Nope, we're gonna buy Whole Foods. We're gonna buy Whole Foods. They have their own shit. We're gonna buy Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And it's just insane. Like, people should look at that. During a recession, everybody's like, I'm not gonna spend money in my business. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna just skate by. If you just try to skate by during a recession, you're automatically gonna lose customers. If I have 100 customers at the beginning of the recession, there's going to be somebody's gonna lose their job. Someone might kill themselves. That's the reality. So I already lost 2 customers. Why wouldn't I go get more customers?
Yeah.
The average companies that say, no, let's not spend money. Cut the marketing budget. Cut it all. Don't promote on social media. We need to sell. And those are going to be the ones that are going to fucking get squeezed. Me, you should spend more money in your business to promote it more while everybody's fucking getting squeezed.
Yeah.
If
If you think about advertisers are making a lot of money now, the ad space is getting more expensive.
Yeah, it is.
CPMs are going up. As well.
I'm just curious on what everybody's going to do when the actual, not this fake illusion recession that's happening. Think about it. They're going to spend so much money this weekend somehow. I don't know how people are going to spend money. They're going to spend it. 2023, they're going to be like, oh, fuck. What are we going to do? Get 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, Uber, Lyft, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just an illusion. We're not even in it yet. Imagine like being at 50,000 feet and the pilot's like, yo, guys, okay, we're going to crash. That's what they just said at the recession. People think, oh, shit, we're already falling down. No. This shit, we're still up there. They're still trying to stay up. We're trying to figure it out. Eventually, you're just going to have to let it go. Psh, boom.
Yeah. We're actually we're slowly starting to fall already, but they're like, oh, we're okay, guys. We got it completely under control. Putting on their fucking, they're putting on their parachutes.
We're doing an emergency landing.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker. This is not going to land.
This is going to be a very soft landing, guys. Do not panic.
Peanuts for everybody. Go ahead, flight attendants. Give them some complimentary sodas. That's Black Friday. That was the money. That was actually the money during COVID. Yo, give them some stuff. Relax.
Yeah.
Turn the Wi-Fi on. Free Wi-Fi for everybody. Call your loved ones.
We don't want to we don't want people mad and outraged. We don't want them to panic. So we should give them a stimulus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What was the stimulus?
Fucking. It was like.
It was like 1,015.
It was like 3K altogether. They did 3 step checks.
Yeah.
And they're
15,
talking
15.
about another one. I have someone in my family called me. They're gonna give another stimulus. I'm like, stop. Turn the fucking TV off.
Yeah.
They want to get you guys hooked like it's fucking heroin.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't worry, we'll print more money. Print more money.
If they
Give us
print
stimulus.
another dollar, Jesus Christ.
Oh, there you are.
They're working on I don't know if it's true, but Federal Reserve is working on digital currency, no?
Yeah, CBDC there.
Do you guys think there's money in the Federal Reserve? Or what is it? Money or gold? What do they say that's supposed to be in there?
I think they're broke.
Do you think it's empty?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or is it, no, not the Federal Reserve. What is it, Fort Knox?
Fort Knox.
Yeah, this is where the gold is supposed to be or something.
Yeah,
Do you think it's empty?
I think so. What do you think?
I do too.
I
I mean,
think-
I watched a whole freaking documentary on this thing, and I actually don't believe there's the gold. Gold is technically supposed to go up right now when everything's falling. Gold is the ultimate inflation hedge. I own gold, and the gold is not up. Okay, and gold, I don't think is going to be the inflation hedge. I think cryptocurrency actually was, and I think that they're sabotaging that. But I also believe that there's no fucking money. They're just printing it. So they're not even printing it anymore. They're just technically just adding numbers to a screen and giving it to banks.
Yeah.
There's no, it's like, they're just digital. Everything's digital. It's just numbers,
Yep.
which is scary because that's like motherfucking numbers on the screen. Blockchain, banks, and what happens? When they say somehow 100 million disappeared on the block. Like, how did 100 million disappear?
Makes so much sense.
It just went away.
Yeah. Government so black hat.
What would you say is the biggest? What do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions about building wealth?
That's a good question. I would say the biggest misconceptions about building wealth. Let me record them again. What do you think about this one?
Oh shit! There's a camera here.
Yeah, we got fucking so many angles, bro. So much. We got plenty. Alright.
It's like shit. I didn't even see. Who put this camera here? What did this stick in here? What did this guys? I didn't even see this stuff pop up. They get all the angles out here.
Biggest money, biggest. What did I say? Biggest misconception of building wealth.
That materialized possessions are gonna make you happy. I would say, because you'd see, like, the owner of Bed Bath and Beyond, like multi-millionaire, like billionaire, right? Jump off of the building, right? It's just like at that level, it's not that material objects or possessions are gonna make you happy. It's something much deeper. But I think that's like most of the people think that like is like, oh, I'm gonna be happy when I ... or I'm gonna be happy when I have ... right? But I just think that's a big misconception that people, it's a harsh reality, right? They say like new levels, new devils. You know what I mean? So
Ooh. Huh. Okay. I like that. I second that. And I think that goes back to the story before. I made $50K. I didn't spend it. We were sleeping on a fucking blow-up mattress. My girl was sleeping on a fucking I was sleeping in the living room the house that I bought. I bought it and I had everybody living there. And I'm sleeping in the living rooms. Two things. I'll add one thing to the end, but we're literally sleeping there. It's hot as fuck if you slept on a blow-up mattress with another person, body heat, really hot. And it's funny because I have a video, me getting up, laughing, joking. Yo, we're on the blow-up mattress, boom, boom, boom. Now look, motherfuckers. Because guess what? It didn't matter. When I had $50K and I was sleeping on a fucking blow-up mattress, I didn't even want to, I didn't even care. Then I said, all right, let's go to a couple of Airbnbs, start renting the place out, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't change. I didn't change instantly. The crazy thing is when I got that $50K, I had an instance of, and I don't want to say sadness, but an instance of almost like being discouraged.
How come?
Because what happens when you're done having a climax? You got to do something, and you could only do something again to replicate the same thing. But if I got 50,000 again next month, that wasn't going to be good enough. I need to have 70,000. Right? The chase of wanting more and more. I just love the game of saying, okay, how far can I push this? But it was done. When it was a project, it was a big project. When I got done, it was complete. So I said, fuck, now what I'm going to do? It wasn't that I was looking for ways to just spend my money. I was looking for more projects to do because that was complete. And if you're progressive, you need to go on to the next thing. I didn't even, bro, honestly, here's a crazy thing. I didn't even celebrate. It wasn't like I was like, yeah. I was like, okay. And everybody's like, no, you got money. Like you could do all of this. Like, I'm not even gonna buy anything. I'm gonna buy some investments. And that was the craziest thing I realized when I made that much money. Holy fuck, this shit doesn't even matter. I really just like fucking winning. The money doesn't matter. Once I won, that's like me getting the trophy. And I'm like, yo, when's the next fucking tournament? That's somebody that's really in the game. The money doesn't matter. Every time I got a substantial amount of money, I'm like, cool. What now? Yeah, you can because I'm not spending excessive amount of money. So my lifestyle doesn't go this high. Right? I'd have to have a substantial amount of money for my lifestyle to radically change and me But I think one of the biggest misconceptions in my mind is you need money to make money. They always say that. You need money to make money. You need money to make money. No, you go to work every single day. You don't spend a fucking dollar. You spend your time to make money. So if I could spend my time, a form of leverage, to make money, how can I used to think like, okay, how can I get an investment? Well, you spend your time every day at work, right? I know that, and I know you want to make more money. Let me spend my time managing your money on this project. Send me a car. give me keys to a house, leverage of other people's stuff. Because you already spent all your time. You're capped out 40, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, but you want to make more money. I know how to make money. So now you're going to give me money or give me something, and I'm going to spend my time and I'm going to make money. And then if you get really good, you get another person and you have them spend their time, they spend their money or give their asset, and then all I'm doing is doing this deal over and over. So for instance, people send me their cars and I rent their cars out. Do I rent the cars out? No, I'm making a podcast. My team rents the cars out. So now I got somebody to spend their time and somebody to give me their money. They're going to make money. They're going to make money. I'm going to make money. But what did I save? My time. And I never spent any money. You don't need money to make money. It's the biggest misconception. Somebody right now could go affiliate market, cost $0 to do. They just get, oh my gosh, I need to spend money to make money. It's wrong. In real estate, it's wrong. You don't need, I paid $1,000, $3,000 actually on a credit card. So I didn't spend my money to get a first-time home buyer's grant to secure a property. That made me over $75,000 in a year. I never spent my money. I spent the bank's money to borrow the bank's money to make cash, to invest. It's just the biggest misconception. That's honestly, I think that's a cop out. And I think it's something that rich people told people, so people didn't understand the people that are in the matrix didn't understand that they didn't need a bunch of money. Of course, we're going to say, well, I'm rich. You need money to make money to be like me. Meanwhile, I never spent any money. I used my homie's money, used my homie's time, and I'm just doing it over and over again. In the stock market, they don't even spend any money. They're spending leverage. It's credit.
Yeah.
That's the number one, because people hit me up all the time. I want to start. Go get a free car. I don't know. What? I need my credit. No, you don't need your credit. How much does it cost to start? $0. You either could sell something or not. But what I want to add one thing to that story.
Great.
Real leaders eat last.
That was on my line.
Leaders eat last. When I heard that, I was like, yo. In that situation, when I was on the blow-up mattress, family was taken care of, girlfriend was taken care of. I didn't buy shit. I was happy just to make the money to give a little bit to everybody, because I knew they needed it, because I'm looking from the top. When you're a leader, you're at some level, you're looking in a different position, right? Or you're leading from the front, whatever you want to say. But you got to make sure everybody else is good, or who the fuck are you leading? No one. The misconception of I need the leaders or the boss, the big boss or whatever, eats everything. Like these big companies, people don't realize the big companies are doing this every day. They think rich people are bad. It's like, bro, the boss of the company, that motherfucker, that's getting, they win first. A lot of these companies designed where the top wins, the top CEOs win. I don't know what company it was. It might have been Amazon. There was they were showing the difference between what the top executive made and the bottom minimum wage employee made. I wouldn't even know how to put it in context. It was a substantial amount of difference per hour or per year.
That's crazy. And then you have Elon Musk claiming that he makes like a minimum wage or something like that.
They're so good at taxes and so good at all this shit. He probably does. Yeah. But see, at the highest level, you don't earn a wage.
No.
You earn like a day job. A day job, like my day job. How much do you make? Oh, I make minimum wage. But you own a company, or you're getting equity in the company. Stake shares that are going up and up and up, and your net worth is going up and up. You don't want to pay taxes.
No.
That's another wealthy game. Taxes is literally a wealthy game. If you have a business that's making $10,000 a year, your write-offs don't matter. If I can write this computer off to write a couple things off, you can't buy a G-Wagon. That G-Wagon tax is on the net. People don't realize that.
Mm.
That's why if you really look at who has G-Wagons, they're actually fucking making money. You can make 200K gross, right? And net $10,000, you can't write the whole G-Wagon off. You could only write off the net.
Mm.
Taxes is a wealthy person game. If you're broke, don't even worry about it. Oh, I want to learn how to do taxes. Bro, you make $35,000 a year. What can possibly you don't have much options. But if you make like imagine making $1 million a month. You have to, or you lose so much of your wealth.
Mm.
Grant Cardone bought a jet because he's wealthy, of course.
Yeah.
Tax write-off.
Tax write-off.
You use it for meetings, events.
His brand gone out.
The craziest thing that I see like with Grant Cardone is like he makes money, but like he moves money fast.
Mhm.
Like he's like, oh, money doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm gonna put it in a property. Oh fuck, damn it, we made this much money. Okay, let's just buy a jet, whatever. Fuck it. Like he just moves the money, and because he understands that you can't counteract inflation. Like you can't really do anything. Like inflation goes up, then the value of the dollar goes down. So like this stuff that's just piling up has become worthless. It's becoming useless. So I'm just gonna buy assets. Why? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the things that people live in. Right? It's like that's the way you think, which is genius, right? But what kind of ways like what is the game? Let's talk about like the game and taxes and stuff like this. This is a rabbit hole that I want to talk to you guys about, and then I'd love to share some insight on my like my department as well with taxes. This is a really, really interesting one, but let's define it. What is the game? What is taxes? And how does it compare, like, to the people watching this?
That's a good ass question.
The game is it's a wealthy person's game.
Yeah.
If you don't know, if you really wouldn't know, you really wouldn't be privy to tax information unless you have money. Or what I really like to say, because I'm like, okay, like people may watch and like, oh, this guy's fucking fucked, right? But I actually went through I have a tax certificate, did that. I know how to do taxes. The tax code's a guide. If you read the tax code, which is fucking boring, it will tell you what you need to do. People are like, well, why does the rich get so much? They get to, it's like, dude, they just follow the code. One, if you own real estate, you don't get write-offs. They took that away. But if you provide housing, which is totally different, now you get a write-off. If I buy this house, I rent out the rooms, I could potentially write stuff off because I'm providing you housing. Why? Because the government cannot provide housing for everybody. It's impossible. That is impossible. The government does not, this is not possible. Yeah. Okay, so what else? What else can the government not provide? Well, the government can provide everybody a job. So if you're a business and you have employees, now you get benefits. During COVID, all the legitimate businesses were the ones that were supposed to get that money because they are providing jobs for society. No jobs, no economy. No money, it's done. So those are two things. Another one is renewable energy, right? If you're saving the planet, you're buying electric cars, put solar panels, you're helping us because the government, again, is not going to buy solar panels for everybody. They're not going to they can't force us because they don't want to spend the money, right? So those are three different things that the tax code says. What does the average 9-to-5 person do? They go like this because they don't know anything about taxes, and then they go to work, which is actually the worst thing you can do. People are like, well, I do the work every day, but why am I paying the most taxes? Because you're not doing what the tax code said. The tax code says provide housing, provide jobs, and fucking believe in renewable energy. Well, you're going to your job every day, so you're being penalized for working. But that's what school taught us to go to work. School doesn't teach you taxes, right? So if you get out the matrix and learn it, then you realize it's one of those things that's there. You can go learn it online on irs.gov. They tell you everything on irs.gov. But society raised the people to be workers. And then people just say, well, I'm just going to continue doing this because this is the only thing. Yeah. The biggest error people do in their taxes is a very simple thing. They wait till the end of the year to figure it out. They go to their tax accountant. Hey, here's my taxes. And you're like, oh, you owe $5,000. Oh my gosh. fuck this, fuck the IRS, fuck the government, fuck everybody, fuck my blah, blah, blah. But if they went to their tax person in the beginning of the year and say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm working a 9-to-5 job. What do I do? Do you think I may pay taxes? Okay, well, let's look at your last year taxes that you paid $5,000 fucking dollars for. They go at the end. No one ever goes in the beginning. Me, in a week, I have a call with my tax team to talk about how to reduce my liability at the end of this. I have 1 month, which is easy as me putting $20,000 in an investment that's not going to pay me till next year, and I take a loss. That's it. If I wait till January 1, they're going to say, oh, wait, you should have done this.
Yeah.
Taxes is being proactive. Even 6 months in the year, you could tell your employer, hey, take more money out of my paycheck so I don't have to pay at the end of the year. No one even knows they can do that. Small businesses don't pay quarterly taxes. They don't even know that this is a thing. Quarterly, what's that? They don't teach us this for a fucking reason. If everybody knew taxes, it'd be a different game. But it's there. IRS.gov tells you everything you need to know. When I realized that about taxes, I realized when I look at things, this is when I talk, me and you talk, I talk about winning in the beginning, middle, and the end. 8 out of 10 businesses aren't even winning at the end. They don't know about that shit.
Yeah.
No one goes to the website. So
The school doesn't want to program it into its lectures because they don't want people knowing. If you think about who the school is made by, it wasn't made by the government. It was made by a private institution that controls the narrative and has money. It's a business. Literally, schools are like they're businesses, and it's designed for people like us, like young kids, to take out $200,000 loans and sell their soul to work for a country where they cannot, by default, like you literally, to my knowledge, like you cannot claim bankruptcy. This is the only thing you cannot claim bankruptcy for is student loans.
You're right.
Like you simply cannot. Like that is insane. But at the age you can join the army and dedicate your entire life and actually risk your life. You can join the army. You can't drink alcohol. It's a weird law. But you can't take out a business loan. Isn't that weird? It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's like, but you can take out a $200,000 loan going into something that you have no idea what you're going into. It's rigged. It's a matrix. They want you to do that. And by the time you're done with college, and when your brain actually, literally your prefrontal cortex actually connects at that time, your brain stops developing, and you're like, you already made the decision 4 years ago to make a $200,000 decision. Then you're like, now I have to work and pay it off. But it's normal, right? Totally normal.
they
Matrix.
front load all of the debt. Think about it, like in lifetime clients. I always say, like, if you can create your own supply and demand, you win. They create their own supply and demand. College at the highest levels, they have FOMO, fear of missing out. Then there's fraternities, and then there's all the movies show college being the best fucking experience, parties, blah, blah, blah. Parents think it's going to make... This is the worst part. Parents that have degrees, that didn't do anything with their degrees, tell their children to do the same thing. You program them very young. Now it's our own thoughts. It's our own thoughts. Our kids should go to college. It's our own thoughts. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so generational that you're basically being hypnotized. So you hypnotize your child. Then your child hypnotizes their child. Yeah. And then you have a whole long line of people that have diplomas and never did anything with them. It's simple. Give the people the thought, make it feel like it's their own, and then they're going to teach their offspring over and over and over.
It's terrifying.
But
Dude, the Matrix is so good and well designed that it's programming people to program the same information before even programming themselves to deliver that to the offspring.
yeah, they don't even have to say go to college anymore. They don't. They're not fucking running a bunch of commercials all the time. Maybe the local level fucking ones that are trying to pull people away from the big guys, they're running commercials. But the other ones, you already know, motherfucker. You already know. All this stuff, the full school system is designed around just making money. So it's just like, it's all a big corporation. America in itself is a big corporation. That's it. It's a big corporation of FOMO, fear of missing out. College, fear of missing out. Graduation. Even if you didn't learn anything in school, you must graduate. Fear of missing out. Your children not going to college. at every single level. It's just fear of missing out. It's one of the biggest corporations globally and one of the smartest. I haven't seen one. Like, China makes everything. China makes everything. They win. No. Because guess what? Our dollar. Fear of missing out, motherfucker. You need our money. Think about it. Like, what do we really have that's American? That everybody else wants? More than our money. Maybe our heads, but that's it. Like, what are the other? They want our money. And that's the interesting thing. If we looked at America, I could say they're one of the best marketers. Because a good marketer simply allows you to believe that your thought is your own. When you go to store, half of these places have paint on their walls to make you hungry. Did you know that? Psychologically, you go in and it's painted this, make you hungry. You go to the store, there's a bunch of red labels. Why? Because it grabs your attention. The thoughts are not our own. They're already planted. And America does. I think they're one of the biggest, best marketing agencies of all time.
A good point.
Like, beef. Okay, you lived in Guam,
Yeah.
which is U.S. territory.
Yeah.
But like, did you guys, what's the primary language out there?
It's English.
Really?
The native language is Chamorro, but it's been a dying language.
So it's English now? So like,
It's been English, yeah.
it's been English?
Yeah.
So like, are you guys like, when people like watching TV out there, is it like all just Americanized shit? Is it just regular?
We're behind on like everything. I say maybe 1 year, 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Fashion. But we are, everything is imported from the US. So everything comes to the US. But so it's actually a lot more expensive over there. Cost of living than here.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you have like this grand idea of America? Or like the states, I would say? Inland? Whatever. What did you guys call? How do you guys like? What did you guys?
Yeah,
call?
the mainland.
Mainland.
Mainland, yeah.
Did you have like a over hyped picture of like what it would be like to like?
Yeah, you ever watched American Pie?
Mm-hmm.
We thought like school was gonna be like that. We thought school, high school, college was gonna be like American Pie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's
And we're just like,
interesting.
damn. But
Whoa. I'm curious to see something. American Pie top box office. You guys thought it was like American Pie?
it's just people think bigger here. Like people, we're live. We're here with Back Outside Boys podcast, and we're gonna be talking about some interesting things. Look what we got here. Introduce yourself.
I'm known as the Turo Goat. Okay. They try to duplicate, but they couldn't. Known for going from 1 to 14 cars in 90 days. One of the fastest in the industry. Proud to say we're at 44 cars. I've only been in the game for 2 years. I think less, honestly. I think it's like a year and 6 months or something. 44 cars. Shit. Midnight Live podcast. Where we work and we talk. And we talk and we work. Okay?
We just call it work talk.
Work talk. Okay? We got all the things that we need at this point. Midnight Club. And while people are gonna be, some people are cooking right now. Thanksgiving's tomorrow, I think, 24th. Some people are literally getting ready, and we're getting ready to stay steady. Okay, so we're working right now. Okay, and then with the compounding interest, with the compound interest, it will change your life. Compound interest is a real thing. I dropped reels for days before anybody gave a fuck. Okay. I still drop reels for days, and guess what? People are watching. They're sending me cars now. But that's a compound interest. Most people fail simply because they stopped. That's the most people will fail on their dreams. They stop. You guys could put in work for a year, and then you think, "Oh my gosh, I didn't win," because you've seen somebody else win in a year. I actually had to get over that really early in the car industry. Stop comparing myself. Somebody else got a Lamborghini. Oh, I need a Lamborghini. I don't have a Lamborghini. I'm not doing good. I have fucking 20 cars in fucking 2 months. Why do I need a Lambo? And that's what people stop. They see what everybody else is doing. But instead, I let it fuel me. I waited my turn and turned the fuck up. You know what? I think more people should wait their turn.
I don't know. I don't agree with that to us. I only agree with it to a certain extent.
But let me explain why. Not wait with inaction. Continue to work. Because a lot of motherfuckers are focused on what the other person's doing. But that other person's been working for fucking 3, 4, 5 years. You've been working for 2 months. And you're watching what they're doing. Right? So instead of making them your enemy, your competition, get in position for what's next. Because if he can do it, I can do it. And so it's a lot easier being second than first. When you're first, you're paving the road. Most of us are not first. But when you're second, aka Burger King effect, right? Like you can easily just come in and learn from the person already doing it. But more people are looking at competition and saying, "Oh fuck, I can't do what he did," or I can't do this," and they stop. Instead of just waiting. Because you're on the same team. If you're going up to bat and you fucking hit it out the park, well, I'm supposed to quit? No, I'm supposed to go up next and fucking bat. But while I'm waiting, I'm plotting and saying, what did he do and how do I do that? It's simple. Find the best, see what they're doing, and then follow that. And then you can fucking add your swag to it. That's the easy recipe. Many people will look at you that are trying to do the same thing you're doing and just fucking hate on you. Fuck this guy. Fuck him. Meanwhile, you've been pinning it in for fucking 3 years. I just started and I have a fucking chip on my shoulder talking about fuck this guy. Well, why would I not befriend the best? That's what I did. I befriended everybody in the car industry. I've either done business with, I've done a fucking collab with, or I know someone real close to that person.
Why do you think people do that?
Do what?
Why do you think people are not? Why do you think people are not doing what you did? They're not wanting to collab. They're not wanting to partner. They're not wanting to. Why are people trying to just compete?
Because they're not real alphas. And the reason why is you could only, like you imagine me driving down the street and seeing somebody that's homeless and saying, fuck that guy. That would be, no. But if you're homeless and I'm driving in my fucking beautiful car, you may say, fuck me. What I'm saying is you cannot hate backwards or you cannot hate down. You can only hate up. So as soon as you get that feeling of like, fuck this guy, you need to look in yourself and say, why am I saying that? What does he have that I don't, that I want? It's okay to want to be or want to have something someone has. It's okay to want a specific characteristic or a specific, even if they have a Lambo and you want a Lambo, great. But wouldn't it make more conscious sense to just befriend them? It would be so much easier. How did you get this? But people they want to be the alpha. No, motherfucker. Leaders have to learn. That's it. Leaders have to learn. And if you guys are scared to learn, you're not going to make it in the game. So I said, how can I possibly learn more than I already know? Be around as many car people as possible. And we'll talk. And they'll give me game. And that's it. Of course I'm supposed, bro, I'm the youngest in my family. I'm supposed to do the best. I get to learn from everybody's mistakes. The first child, there's no rules for them. Me, I have rules because I seen what they did and they didn't work. They worked regular jobs, so I didn't go work a regular job. That's why I've become successful, because I watched as the youngest child what everybody did and said, I ain't doing that. I'm not going down that road. Shoot. I think people have it fucked up. I think people think alphas or men or whatever the level people want to work at feel like they don't have to learn. And people are scared to ask questions. It sucks, bro. It's actually interesting. When I was 18, I bought this rifle, high-powered rifle, Call of Duty rifle, okay? Like a fucking gun on Call of Duty. Very well-known gun. I'm not gonna say which gun. Okay, I bought it online, got it shipped to the store, knew nothing about the gun. Zero. I was absolutely embarrassed. I went to load around in the gun, and it got jammed. I had to bring it to the store. Most embarrassing shit ever. I'm fucking sweating. You know, my uncle's a pastor, and he's like very spiritual. And he told me something. He said, you know what? You have to become something you never seen. No one in your family has made as much money as you. You have to become something you haven't seen in your day to day. I was just like, oh, fuck, that's hard.
Yeah.
Most people can't do. They're good.
Like when we were talking yesterday night, like when we were in like that hotel, like I had some fucking deja vu.
Bro, me too.
Lying.
I swear to God, I said it at the fucking thing.
Like
I said I'm getting deja vu.
I was getting the fireplace. I was getting the podcast. I was getting like the fucking like all the furniture. And I was like, I remember holding one of the lamps, and I was like, fuck, I've held this lamp before. I just don't know where it was.
Roll the camera back from the other day of the 360. I literally said, yo, I'm getting deja fucking vu.
I remember you saying.
You remember me?
I remember you saying that.
That's wild.
It was so strong though. It was like,
It was super strong. But why though?
I don't know if I truly understand that, because I haven't had that feeling in a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't had a deja vu feeling in a long time, but
That was really weird because like I felt it like kind of right before we were filming.
I think it was like, I don't remember when I said it. I remember getting up and saying, yo, I'm getting a weird fucking deja vu right now.
I think it was afterwards.
I think it might have been after, and I was
Yeah.
like kind of like low-key freaked out, because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, it was so strong. Like, it was almost like
Yeah.
time was warping. Like,
It was
I'm
weird.
in the same place that I've been before,
Yeah.
and now I'm here.
That was weird.
I think
I've
that's
been in
good.
that room before.
I feel like that's a good sign.
Yeah. I was wild.
I just feel like there's so many variables for something to happen scientifically.
Yeah.
Like for me going to his event, it has to be millions of variables. I wasn't following him before his event. I seen his events by some weird or random way, and then I possibly like maybe I'll go to his event, and then I went to his event. Like all these different things for people to meet. I really believe like depending like where you're at in your life, it's very important to understand whom I'm meeting, because it's a big reflection on, I believe, internally.
I think it was like we were looking at the car. I thought it was trippy. We were looking at the cars like move at like the perfect time, and like I was like, well, if the cars are moving at the perfect time and they're at the perfect place, like then we have us in this room at the perfect time in the perfect place. And I was like, we're like looking down. Now to me, I was like really tripped out. I was like, this is crazy, and like I had like deja vu like to that moment. I was like, this is wild. It's like I don't think I've ever had like this powerful deja vu before. It's like I was like, this is crazy. This is wild. This is wild.
I haven't had that shit in a long time, and
Yeah.
it was so I just turned it off though. I felt it, and I'm like, this is making me feel fucking really weird because it's so strong that it was certain. So I just like, nope. I said it, and we all kind of like whatever, and then that was it. But that's crazy you saying that now.
Yeah, it was like before. Like I was like, yeah, when I was like setting up for some reason, I saw like a very like that lamp for some reason was like that like just the structure that I was like holding. I was like, fuck, I've seen this in my dreams before. Like this is really weird. Like style of lamp that I've ever like I've seen before. I was like, this is wild. I was like, oh shit, we're in a hotel room right now. I forgot. I was like, oh gosh. I was like, this is weird. I've seen this before. Know what's gonna happen. This is wild.
I'm one of those people that believe in something called synchro destiny, and it's basically a very micro form of something happening, right? A micro how do you say it? Affirmation that something's happened, right? Something small though, like not a miracle, but something small, like the small decisions that we make. Like, cause think about it, there's some people that you instantly like, boom, connected, done, that's it. Then there's other people like, fucking, I barely fucking like, you don't know, it's weird. But then there's instant connect, like there's instance, and it's like, do you know how much shit has to happen for people to meet in general? A lot of things have to happen.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
There's a lot of people you see every day that you don't technically meet.
Yeah.
Like meeting one person in
That's
is actually very rare. You see people every day. If no one, let's like seeing robots every day.
Let's talk about this.
You see people every single day, and they're walking past you. No one's saying anything. It's almost like did that actually? That it's almost doesn't. It's like watching a movie.
You like NPCs, like in a video game. Basically. It's like you walking through a casino, right? Like you could meet anybody in the casino or anybody in public. Anything could happen. We can talk to that person. But it just drifts in a different direction. You've never see that ever again. Where it's like you meet like particular people and you have like multiple contact points, like back to back days.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. Thinking about it now. You know what I mean?
Even if you talk to a bunch of strangers, I don't feel like you truly like you're not meeting them. You're just you do. To me, it's almost like it's just an interaction.
Yeah.
If I say hi, what's up, da da da, boom, interaction. Oh, but why like this? How does this happen? Like, think about how many people you've talked to that this didn't happen.
When I was working with agency, I was talking to 100 people every single day.
But like you didn't have that like one-on-one.
No. Like it's crazy to me because dude, I spoke to a lot of people on a day-to-day basis. And I would say I probably gotten to know you guys in a short the how we connected happened so kind of organically. And it's a trip because the connection, like the bond of what like whatever what we're doing is interesting because it happens so such a short period of time.
Yeah.
And there's people that I know longer that I'm like I can't talk to them like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I can't remember the first time I saw you. I think it was like
The May event.
had to be the May event.
But we didn't really
We
connect
didn't-
though. We
no.
saw each other on the ground,
yeah.
but we didn't really connect.
What event was that?
The one you attended,
I don't remember seeing it.
Palms.
That's wild. That's crazy.
I was there.
That's
I don't remember seeing you either.
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting. Let's talk about that. Hold up. Why did me and Keaton notice each other then?
because I was the host.
Okay. But I might have seen you probably like more talk. Were you weren't talking, you were like in
Yeah, I was just sitting.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. That's wild. But like in a really short amount of time though, because that was in May.
Yeah. I was in my car when I threw that event. I was in my car, bro. Yeah. Nobody
That's
knew.
wild.
Only my ex, maybe a couple of my boys.
Mm.
Yeah. Threw that event, 100 people.
That was a successful event. I was like, damn, this kid's killing it. It's like, it's fire.
Because these damn people would have fucked the park, so I'm trying to park in the
Yeah.
parking garage. And so I go in there and I'm just like, this is so different than the events I've been to.
Yeah.
Sat there and then boom, they started dropping gems. I'm like, oh fuck, $15 fucking well spent. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have bought like 50 of these fucking tickets. The value But yeah, so but it's interesting because when you're in there, there's 100 people. None of them stood out. And hell, I wouldn't even know. Like, think about that. So that's what I'm saying. The variables for me to have to be that I could have never went to your event again. Me and you could have never connected again after that. Me and him connected a couple times, but it was like, yo, I like what you're doing. And I'm just like, honestly, if people like I would say something, it's like, okay, and waiting. Let's get to the point. We chopped it up for like an hour that one time on the phone.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, yeah, it's kind of whatever. I'm like, okay, go to the next event. Let's see the next event. Next event, like, yo, D, I'm gonna have all these bitches, and he's like, I'm gonna pull up with nothing but bitches and security, and I'm like, this is hilarious. So that's when I started getting intrigued. Like, this shit's funny now. Like, this is dope.
Got your attention.
Yeah, I got my attention because, bro, I just say what the fuck I want. In my right mind, fucking, I did school how I want. I passed it. I did work how I want. I made money, so of course I'm gonna say, you know what I mean? Like, but that was very interesting. And then when we were talking about this next event, I was asking him like, yo, who's speaking? I want to know that. I was asking so many questions every day. I'm like, bro, who's speaking? What's the lineup? He's like, I got someone that's doing it, like NFTs, da da da. I think you already, yeah. That was in the beginning before the rest of the lineup came. And I'm like, okay, boom. But like the variables for all that to happen mathematically is fucking insane.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
That's wild.
Like even the speakers like going and speaking and like even connecting. I'm just like, I pulled up speaking, whatever. Let's take a shot. Boom, okay. That was it. Let's take a picture. Boom. And that's like it's like what is it? Like the lifetime customer. Like
That's trippy because like I think we talked at like Sean's event
Yeah.
and nobody was there.
Yeah.
It was basically just like me, my team, and you, like, and your bodyguard and this girl. Yeah, like literally, I don't remember anybody on the floor. Like I was just like,
Bro.
I was like, bro, I've seen you before, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I already basically knew who you were. I was like,
Even me, I was curious. Blake.
yeah, like, I think
sorry.
that's wild. But like it's so calculated because like that was a last minute decision for me because I was like,
I wasn't even
supposed
gonna,
to go.
I wasn't even gonna go.
yeah,
I wasn't gonna go, but I was like, anytime Sean does events, I'm like, dude, that's usually,
yeah,
you know.
so we all seen each other around.
Yeah.
And actually he came to the event that I threw with somebody with Exotic Car Warehouse and he came with Cam. I don't remember seeing him.
But I remember seeing him. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
And that was a year ago. Literally
A year ago.
actually like 11 months because at the end it was an ugly Christmas sweater party. But think about it. Like to me, I really truly believe like time is important. If I would have talked to like we would have talked then, it'd been like, okay, whatever. I had to see him somewhere else to be like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? Even though I already seen him at the event.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. That's like a whole like that's a long like a year, but like for all of these events to happen and even in that amount of time is so interesting.
In that time frame, it's just like short. Like May, that's like 7, 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Right.
And you've been out here for 4 years.
4 years.
You've been out here how long?
Beginning of this year.
The beginning of this year?
Yeah. Just moved in.
I swear, if I never went to this event in Atlanta, I thought I was the only entrepreneur in Vegas. I was like, I'm the only entrepreneur in Vegas. Nobody else is an entrepreneur. I don't have no entrepreneurs. That's another reason why I tap in with everybody. Because I'm like, bro, you guys don't get it. You guys might be these fucking part-timers or I just started. Motherfucker, I've been fucking around for fucking damn near fucking 15 years. I want entrepreneur fucking friends. Right?
Oh, yeah.
People don't realize that. That's why they shit on other entrepreneurs 24/7 and they're worried about who's the competition. Motherfucker, none of us are doing it that good. Nobody's beating Enterprise. I made a video at Enterprise earlier, but like, and I think that's where people win. True entrepreneurs, like this is what it is.
Yeah.
This is the flow of things, the energy, which leads to a bunch of different things.
Absolutely.
That's fucking interesting as fuck. I wish like somebody could mathematically compute that.
Yeah. I'm
Like
trying to
the
like map it
probability-
out.
Like how do you the probabilities of that? And I feel like it's almost important that we've seen each other before.
Yeah.
Like he's like, okay, I'm already seen this guy. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like that's the only factor. If you guys came out in the video and there was like not McLarens and shit, I'd be like, whatever. I didn't never. No, you know what? Lauren told my ex about your event.
In November.
Yeah, no, in May. We went to another the one at Elasian or whatever.
Yeah.
We went to one other event that Lauren went to. So bad. Just not fun. We sat there and learned for fucking an hour. And it was terrible. But the interesting thing is she said something, and the first thing I said, basically the last event was weak. I said, who's going to this event? She's like, nah, I might give me the phone. So I'm looking. I'm like, they ain't throwing up, man. I'm like, is that Cam? Boom. And a kid came up. You were speaking at this event? Yeah. Still wasn't going to go. Then I seen you, and I'm like, this guy. Boom. And then I really went because I seen Naheem and Mo. And I seen that Naheem was 19. I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy. I'll go. But I was going to not go out the last minute. Last minute, I'm like, $15. Like, this shit's weak as fuck. Like, I'm not going to go. You know, I get in the green Tesla, and I'm like, just sitting there like, do I want to go? My girl's like, just go. You already said you're going to go. And I went, and it was interesting because as soon as I seen you, like, yeah, blah, 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 yo, meet Mo. And I was like, okay, that's kind of fucking, like, to me, I thought that was weird. Like, this fucking guy is good. Like, he's good. Like, it's just abnormal for events. That's why I always can study your events, because I'm like, you have something, I think, bigger than you probably can see. And this is coming from a consumer perspective and coming from someone that's been to big ass events. That's why I fuck with you. That's why I've been like trying to hack it with you, because I want it for the culture. This shit's fun, but more importantly is we all like having people around you that can see something you don't is the most important thing. Me, I didn't have that around me for so many years. That's why I'm like, yo, this guy's smart as fuck. I don't want to be, you know, no, I don't need to know about that. I want to do what I do, you know? But all those little micro things, it took 3 or 4 things. Like, it's almost like a cell. It took 3 or 4 things for me to
Touch points, yeah.
Yeah, for me to even want to go. In that last minute, I was trying to talk myself out of it. And then she told me, just go. That was the last touch point. Fuck. I'll go.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
And the fact that the cup that says D on it.
That's wild.
That is.
It was dark. It was like dark upstairs. I didn't even fucking see that.
Jeez, shout out to, this is Synchro Destiny.
This is a Matrix sponsored.
Small forms of
That's crazy.
what do people say, a coincidence. I don't believe
It's crazy you say that though, because you're saying like, you're like, oh shit, this guy's good and he has something. And bro, so many people told me that.
Yeah.
Like, so my bodyguard, the security, the Starbase event, that was the first time working together. And he's like, dude, when I saw you spoke and I saw what you did, he's like, dude, he goes, bro, you're special. Like, this was on the house. He didn't charge me. He just like, bro, just like, it was a pleasure working with you. Like what you just did in a short period of time. And when you spoke, he's like, dude, I'm working for you, but I was moved by, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. And then he was just saying like, dude, the way you interact with people, blah, blah. He goes, I could never do what you did. I'm like, But so many people told me that. And then one of my speakers too, he's like, dude, honestly, I would not speak at anyone's events, bro. But I do it because of you. You know, like, to believe in what you're doing, blah, blah. I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I've heard that many times. I've heard that many times. And it's just, I think my biggest challenge is just really, like, turning it to a real business and treating it like a real business.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest challenge.
maybe you don't have, like, you know what I like about creators and what I like about what I do, like, this is eventually I'm gonna get paid for this shit. The Turo, this doesn't matter, right? It's this concept, but this, like, the strategies, the talk, like this shit, right? The interesting thing I love about it is you really don't have to be good at business to be good at business. You're good at throwing events, throw events. The back end, the business shit, boom, you have other people to do that. You have other people to help you with that. That's the best thing, because me, I don't know shit about systems. I cannot stand this shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I really have no interest. Instead of having interest in it, I'd rather find someone that's interested in it, that likes it and does it. That's how I invested in Airbnb. This kid just does nothing but Airbnbs. Nothing, but he doesn't even want to teach it, sell it. He just does every piece. So I invested with him. And I think that like creative people, I've been around a lot. They do lack the business side, but you don't need to know it. You don't need to know it 100% in depth. You just gotta understand the concept of business. And the concept is go to the fucking movies. The best business model to me is they make a lot less money on the tickets. They make a hell of a lot more money on that popcorn. Hence why it's $14. And they're gonna upsell you 50 cents. And you're gonna say, give me the large. And you're probably not gonna finish it. But it has unlimited refills. So your mind goes, oh wow, unlimited refills. I'm getting a deal. No, motherfucker, popcorn isn't expensive. Just the concept of business is so interesting. That's why, like, bro, the worst thing is like buffets. You've been to a buffet?
Yeah.
What happens? They have all the bullshit. I watched the documentary on this because I was so
It's
intrigued.
crazy, yeah.
Nothing but salad, cheap shit up front. You're piling your fucking plate up. You go to the meat section? No, motherfucker, you don't get to cut the meat. We cut the meat, and we're gonna give you a little bit. So by the time you get to the meat, we already won because you just got salad, which is cheap. They're getting the cheap shit. Even dessert, they make sure they give you little ass cups. What are you really paying for at fucking buffets? The salad.
And they're also banking on the fact that like your stomach is only so big. Like you
Exactly.
literally can't. You're paying for like 3 meals. So they're charging triple the amount just to pretty much, like it's a allude you to the fact that like you probably eat this much. You may think you're super hungry, might go on 1 or 2 plates, but you fucked up because the business model always works. So yeah, it's crazy. But like in businesses, it's just like it's perceived value.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily just value that you get because most of the time, consumers don't know what's good for them. It's like it's all perceived value. They're only willing to transact and pay for what they think is valuable to them at the time of the transaction. Right? So at like taking that, it's like you don't have to redefine the wheel. You don't have to recreate the wheel. All you have to do is just increase the perceived value before they make the transaction, have them do that, right? And then do exactly what you do on the back end, which is run dope ass events. Right?
And lead them at a buffet. What do they have? When you go to a buffet, do you feel that you go roam freely?
Dude, I just go to the world that I want. Like, okay.
Yeah, but watch what is everybody else doing. When you go to a buffet, where do they have the plates? Not in the fucking middle. They have the plates in the beginning. They want you, me, bro. I go straight to when I was eating meat, I went to the meat section because I knew. I said, "Fuck you and your salad. I don't want it. I'm going to the meat. I'm going to the dessert. I'm getting the most expensive shit as many times as I can."
Yeah.
But what does that show about me? I don't give a fuck about the system.
Yeah.
The most people are going to get the plates. They're going to be polite and they're going to go down. Even though they don't want pizza, they're going to go past the pizza. They're going to go down in the line because the buffet's set up for you to fucking go here and go in their little illusion in their trap. So by the time you get to the meat, you're like, fuck, I need another plate. Then you got to go to the table. Then what are you going to do? You might walk away, but you start again in the beginning. Oh shit, maybe I do want a little more salad. Boom. It's genius. People need to lead their consumers. What I was doing wrong was, hey, here's a buffet. Here's 50 options. Now, motherfucker, you have 3 options based off of what you live for. That's it. These are your options. Having too much is too much. If I'm an expert, I should be able to tell you what you need. That's it. If I'm a coach, I could tell you where you're going to start. That's where people fuck up. They're like, yo, here I have. Imagine like when you go to restaurants, they have 50 options. I'm instantly like trying to find something that I recognize. There's a Hispanic place, just give me some tacos. Italian place, okay, let me just get the easiest thing. I'm Italian, so I don't eat at least half their food anyway. So I'm like, give me something that I know you can't fuck up. You can't fuck up fettuccine. Give me that, boom. But my mind's searching for something I recognize because they didn't tell me what's the best. They didn't even come out with a fucking top 5 best things. They got me searching for, there's restaurants that close because they have too much shit. You know how much food they got in their freezer? 50, 60, 70, 80 options. You don't need that. Only person that could do that is Cheesecake Factory, okay? That's the only person. But the more you can lead people, you set the metric that you know you can hit. I do the number 1 events, blah, 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 because whatever your metric is, the easiest one to hit. That's it. And then you find those people. 100 people in Vegas ain't shit. That's nothing. 100 people is nothing. There's gonna be fucking. There's 100 people the other day in the grocery store. Probably 200 people in one grocery store. It's easy to get the people, but if you design, like we said, the metric, all that shit just matters because now you know where to lead them. You know where to put the bar. You know where to have the speaker speak. You know what to wear. It's all science.
Yeah, I thought about that deeply, and I was like, yeah, the middle class. You know what I mean? Because Starbase, we had people that all walks of life, right?
Oh, geez, the camera here, there. Is that a hidden camera? Right there? Is that actually a light?
But yeah, I was thinking about that deeply, and I'm like, damn, yeah, the middle class. Because I was asking people, like, hey, like, what do you really, like, why do you really go to my life?
Oh, what was the poll? I watched that and I was laughing. I said, "These fucking liars."
Oh, yeah.
Which ones?
The poll where it's like, I want to get information.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, yeah, okay.
Let's test the qualitative data here.
The poll the other day you did, it was like 4 questions. Do you want to? You posted one where they would have to show that they're peacocking, but they didn't want to show it. Like you want to be like important, like something you said, and I was laughing because I'm like,
Yeah, it was the speakers, about the speakers, right?
yeah, no, it was like, do you want to?
Or
Yeah.
why do you
Why do you come to my events? What was the? I want to know the data because it's like 70% of the one that I think people were just lying.
Yeah.
like learn some game? I want to learn from the speakers too.
I think so, yeah.
People were saying like they want to learn some game.
Nobody bought a notepad.
No. Nobody.
This is what I think. Okay, I think
Let's be real about this, yeah.
yeah, I think that
Wait, what?
He's a fucking notepad.
Yo, you guys listen. Next networking event you go to, if you don't have a notepad, I automatically don't take you serious. If you don't even take phones, bro,
Yeah.
they're not even bringing their Bro, I would never bring my laptop
never
to
bring
you
my
at
laptop.
Starbase though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
There's nothing for me to sit, but great at like nobody came prepared. They came prepared in their club outfits. The girls' purses are about this big. Some of them had purses.
Yeah.
dude, because what did I sell at the event? Guys, it's a red carpet event. Blah blah. When I think about it now, bro, I did not even talk about what the speakers are gonna talk about. I just said,
I thought it was gonna be just like a regular red carpet.
dude, like literally, all I said was red carpet event. There's gonna be a Q&A panel, bar and food, red carpet. Dress up, or pull up, dress up, pull up, level up. That's all I said.
Boom, that right there. I would say.
Dress up, or dress up, pull up, level up.
He could have them saying that all at once. Okay, at the end, everybody, hold on. Videographers come around. Everybody at 3, shut up. Hold on, give me a second. We're gonna say fucking world class on 3. 1, 2, 3, world class, or the fucking mantra. Dress up, pull up, something. People would have been fucking so happy. They were so happy these half birthday shots with him. That was the biggest thing. Everybody's cheering it. We had birthday shots. We were singing happy birthday to you. That's a special thing. People will listen, especially when someone's on a mic. Yo, shut up. Everybody's like, all right, we're gonna say fucking world class on 3. 1, 2, 3, world class. Somebody's gonna say it, then the other person's gonna say it.
Yeah.
You guys gonna see motherfuckers shouting world class.
Say mine said on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mine.
You know what? Are you guys fucking up? You guys up right now? Say world class on 3. 1, 2, 3, world class.
It's so crazy because, like, for when I told people dress up, I said, ladies, because people were asking me, what's the dress code? It's a red carpet. I'm like, look, there's going to be a red carpet. There's going to be a lot of photo opportunities. I was just selling the experience, bro. That's all I did.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Dude, that's all I did for the Starbase event.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking say, like, this person is going to be speaking about. I just literally, where's my fucking, on the old phone. All it said was their bio.
You want me to pull it up?
Yep.
Let's pull this up.
You have like screenshots or something?
Oh, of the event? No, you don't have no more fucking of the.
No, 'cause
Oh, you're saying the stories.
Which one?
Are you saying the stories?
Or you could, I guess you could pull it up from the fucking. Yeah, this.
When it comes to position,
I love this. I love this footage. You cannot even tell when niggas sleep all night. Bro, lighting's great. You look like you're going out in the morning for coffee. Like you look so swanky. Like he's at 7 in the morning about to get coffee. He's gonna start his day. Like so motherfucker, and our day started at 12 a.m.
Strike so hard, not to like shut his eyes, bro. I could tell like that side was hitting you so hard on the side, dude. You're like trying not to like.
I was starting to feel it. Yeah, my contacts are getting dry. Like
Your contacts are getting tired, getting hit in the face.
That was the funniest shit of life,
Oh
man.
my goodness.
So I have a question. Quick question. 30 seconds.
sure.
We can't even do it. 30 seconds. Do you feel that adding an educational hype at the second event was a reason for decline? And guess.
Possibly. I was competing with a lot of things.
Do you think it was on the top 5 reasons or top 3 reasons?
Yeah,
There.
this is game. This is game. So like in the event business, you look at Starbase when they sell pre-order tickets and they charge alcohol up front on the door. They project how much alcohol that they need to have to supply before people even come in. So it's not a guessing game, right? They don't overshoot or undershoot. They pretty much have exactly what they need based on the tickets that they sell, and the tickets is like integrated with the alcohol offer. So I think that's gonna be that's a really good idea. And as you've seen, like you saw like that Venmo Cash App, ding 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 ding, fucking hey, dude, people want to buy alcohol. Yeah,
It was crazy.
yeah, people. Yeah, that
I was
article.
I was upstairs. Oh no, I was changing my outfit. I'm hearing. That was. Oh.
Yeah,
Insane.
yeah. That's all they want. It's just. I think like people want to go to the event, kind of like walk around, like talk to a couple people. Then when they meet that familiar person that's there, they're like, "Yo, we should go grab drinks." He's like, "Yeah, let's do it." He's like, "Oh, is this person coming?" He's like, "Oh, they're here. Oh, cool. Let's all buy drinks." It's on me. I got the next one.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So the LTV triples, right? If not like quintuples, technically, like you know. So that's like that should be the focus. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a totally different type of business model. And like when people come in at the door, they start drinking, they get a little bit more loose. Maybe talk to some of the speakers without even knowing they don't even know the speakers, right? They're like, "Oh shit, you're gonna speak," whatever. That's a really cool. That's a event. That's the vibe.
Me in the sweats.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's the vibe right there.
Okay. So to really, it's like, just break it down. I would literally, everything you learn in business is already out there. When
Yeah.
you go to a bar, what do? When you go to the movie theaters is one of the best. The fact that they're still in business is fucking insane to me, but they are. Look at what they do. How do they funnel people? Where is a movie? Where's the concession stand? You have to pass the concession stand to go to your movie theater. You smell the popcorn, the senses, right? All these things matter more than fucking back end, like what you're saying. Like, what are you saying? You have the authority. You can say whatever you want. And having that swag and being like that. Yo, listen, guys, you have 2 minutes. I was like, who is this guy telling people for 30 seconds? And that's why I was like, bro, just don't do the 30 second shit to me, okay? I'm fucking doing my own 30 seconds. Keenan, we have, how long are we? 13 minutes? Okay, I got 2 minutes.
No, but dude, I mean,
But that right there is why somebody like me got attracted to coming to your events. Because I only want to be around people that can do what the fuck they want. And that's what attracts people, but it attracts the middle class because they think they could do what they want. They feel they can, but they really can't. They're going to spend all their money. So to me, it's like, it's a perfect cash grab, realistically, and they get the experience. The user still gets the experience. They still get their reality. They still get to feel like they did something, but we all know why they came. So you add the little stuff to flyers so they could kind of skate under it. Say, I'm going to a networking event. Some of those dudes got fucking girls. Oh, I'm going to a networking event. No, stay home. You don't network. It's good. I'll go. And they know there's gonna be bitches there. That's the reality. That's why Vegas does a lot of shit. Vegas has everything set up. Right? They don't Vegas doesn't care whether you have a wife. It doesn't care. There's no line. It's just that we know what you guys are gonna do. We're gonna let the ladies in for free. We're cheap. Put you on the guest list. You know how you get free tables? Have a bunch of bitches with you.
Yeah.
Then you got me at my table with a bunch of bitches and my girl and these guys at the other table. Yeah, trying to get to that table. It's the illusion that they can. It's fair game in a club. Somebody in a club. Your events make people feel like that. So now just heighten it and then say, okay, well, remember when I was talking about like having a niche and then giving your customers more shit? It's like you do the same thing with, what if the props are just different? Like the whiteboard, that should be out. Imagine if you taught real estate with the, props of alcohol.
Maybe it could be structured like, okay, let's do.
Cause I got some hitters, bro.
Yeah, you have hitters.
Bro.
If
That all of them.
yeah, combines all of that, probably over $1 billion combined.
Revenue.
Yeah, each of them.
How much you think Kevin? You think he's at hundreds of millions or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Jersey Champs is like evaluated at like something like crazy. I remember.
What about a meet and greet? That's a bigger test of brand than fucking showing up to hear them talk. Do people want to meet you?
Mm-hmm.
People want to meet rappers and fuckers don't say anything. They're busy talking.
Yeah.
So they're not taking half these rappers ain't doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the rapper that was charging people to take all the Chris Brown? He was charging people to take full on pictures. The meet and greet might still work.
Yeah.
But I think that whiteboard shit, that's like me bringing a whiteboard out in a party. I just don't see how that's gonna go. Cause Will really teaches. I don't think these motherfuckers want to learn, bro.
That's facts, bro. Yeah. I don't
Dude,
think so either.
it's so crazy. Like when you really look at a promotion, you look at all of it. The Starbucks event. I did not talk about what a speaker was going to talk about. I just threw on a flyer.
Yeah.
Q&A.
Q&A.
Bar and food. Red carpet event. Number 1 networking event. That's it.
Yeah.
Get tickets at. It was so simple.
People don't even know the value that they're going to be getting. That's the biggest problem.
They just thought this motherfucker is confident. He has a bunch of angels around him.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? The Gonzalez twin? What?
Meet millionaires. Come and meet millionaires. I mean,
I just don't think that screams party to me.
party with millionaires. But then it's like, what the fuck are the speakers gonna think? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you're on a thin line because you already have a lineup of this. I don't know. Maybe do a virtual event and do another event. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm just saying for like Will. I know
That's why I'm glad
Yeah.
when I postponed
with
it, when I
Daniel.
made the decision
Daniel.
to postpone,
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
You breathe a little bit.
bro, I was just like,
Yeah.
ah, fuck. Dodge a bullet.
Yeah.
Because my brand would have took a hit.
Yeah.
Whatever my brand is.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm like, damn, dude. But, yeah, January 22, I'm doing something.
Did you commit to an in-person yet?
What do you mean?
Did you commit to like an in-person, like on social media, or did you tell those?
I just said January 2022, January 2029.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Daniel G, he's like a maybe.
Okay.
Kelly's out.
Oh, he's not. He's for sure not doing it.
He just told me he won't be able to make it tonight, but he just said, let me know if you need any help with anything.
Mm.
I said, yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Just played it cool.
What about Will?
He's still down.
Okay. Edmund.
Edmund's still down.
Down. Ollie.
Ollie, yeah, still down.
Okay.
He had canceled his flight.
So maybe just shift down into mindset.
Yeah.
They want the content.
Huh?
They want the content.
And honestly, they're not telling me this, but I know they were at my Star Race Center, and they're like, I should be there. With this amount of people, they're like, I should be there. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, but Will would haven't benefited going up there. He's already known. He already has a lot of fucking money. He already has status. He's known. He's already known.
Yeah.
His benefit is literally getting to people. He actually teaches. He's like one of the few people that I know that actually teaches, and he breaks down 5th grade math. He wouldn't be able to have done that on a fucking with no mic. People not listening. People drinking. Fuck is he going to teach him? They're not listening. So his impact, he really goes for impact. What impact was he going to have? Your next event, the 20th, would have impact because in the daytime. So it's just a thin line. It's like they want one thing, your brand may be getting the other. To me, it's like, I respect you guys. Be honest with you. These fucking people don't give a fuck. That's just the reality. My clients that are coming at this given time for me to pack 200 people out, they want to drink a party. That's it.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do? Do I take the hit on the brand and do this for the speakers? Or do you guys still want to speak? What content can we get?
Mm-hmm.
The content that you're speaking in front of 200 people. Live in Vegas. Not fucking somewhere else. We're in Vegas. 200 people in Vegas is a lot of people. This is Vegas. This isn't fucking Cali. Yeah. Or 200 people, okay, whatever. 200 people ain't got shit to do in Cali on fucking Sunday besides go to church. But motherfuckers in Vegas have options. Yeah. So I would just try to figure out that's a thin line. Mm-hmm. But I think it's worse trying to have them come learn and people are like, yeah, they don't even do anything with it. They're like, oh, okay.
Imagine if like that lineup was at the last in person at that mansion where like people are just like walking in and out. Imagine Will was like talking. You know what I mean? So I think like we have to think of it as if like, are we trying to sell courses? Or are we trying to sell drinks? Right. Yeah. I think it's going to be difficult to be in the middle. Yeah. If we were to focus on that in the middle.
Yeah.
So
you know what I mean?
Still have them, but for a higher ticket event.
Right.
This intimate.
Fact. Yeah. It would literally just be a meet and greet. Instead, like, they would have to promote. They would have to promote and then get people here. Right? Yeah. Like, have them promote it. Like, on their... time it so, like, you'd have a decent amount of time for, like, the people, like, the speakers to promote it on their social media, to send you a video testimonial for them to post on their end and for you to post on yours and say, like, this event is only for it's only for my students to meet me in person. Because when you sell digital access to or like a meet and greet in person to like somebody that's been following Daniel G, that's been buying up all of his products in sales coaching mentorship mastermind, and that guy lives in Arizona, and that's only a 4-hour drive. They're gonna buy a ticket regardless of the cost because the value of Daniel, the value that Daniel gave them over a long period of time. Right. Same thing with Ollie. Same thing with Will. Same thing with all of the other speakers. So it's gonna be in the garage to your right. All right. Thank you. So like the goal should be like when we plan for an event, like it's like, are we trying to sell the course or the programs or the coaching, or are we gonna sell drinks and just fucking have a party that people want, right?
Are you torn between the decision?
No, honestly,
I think it's
I'm just putting emotion aside of like, okay,
yeah,
and party, class,
absolutely.
Be speakers. I refuse to put them in front of my audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what did you say? B speakers?
The big speakers.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like B, like A class. Yeah. Imagine if you had select.
Those guys are A-list.
Yeah, don't have A-list. No.
Those
don't bring A-list. Bring like, B, like, someone that's like doing that shit.
You want to speak? Okay, sure.
Talk feelings.
Like, you want to speak? Cool. $100 deposit.
Exactly.
Boom. To make a little money.
Yeah.
And if your shit's weak, I'm keeping the money, kicking you out. You're not allowed to do my bits either.
You want to speak mindset?
In 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Tell us in 2 minutes.
Fucking
Your mindset in 2 minutes. I was
everything
dying
is
after a bit.
fucking mental masturbation mindset. Just like
In 30 seconds, tell us.
Yeah.
Then 30 seconds, I was fucking laughing at the bit. Like
Yeah.
every person was going over, and he's like, okay, super quick, 30 seconds. You're like, fuck, that's I don't have that's a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It's almost like letting someone have their moment, whether they pay for that moment, whether they're elected for that moment. But I don't think it's really. I think like B-list, C-list, people that just have who has the most fucking clout, and I don't think it's scamming people. That's what I would base it off of. Who has the most clout, and then that's going to be aligned because some of them might have the most clout, but they're fucking up here at scamming. So you got to find that person that has that low level of scam, and they may have that clout that's like up here, because then you could put them up there. They could sell some fucking tickets, and then have them pay a little bit of money.
And
You ever see the movie Casino? You ever watch any mafia movies? Do you know who Robert De Niro is?
where about?
Would you know who that is? Do you know?
Yeah.
You seen Casino?
I think I have. No.
So Robert De Niro, they came, their mafia. They moved from Chicago or New York in this particular movie. He had a right-hand man named Nicky. The problem with Nicky was he didn't know how to shut the fuck up. Nicky brought attention, but he brought the negative attention. So the mafia called Robert De Niro and said, yo, listen, this guy's making too much noise. He's making the wrong noise. We don't like that shit. This is based off of whatever. Vegas is built off the mafia, right? They weren't killing him at the end of the movie because of the attention. He brought negative attention. Yes, attention's good. Attention economy is good. But the problem is having or associating with that right-hand person, it could derail it. It could derail with the situations, right? Like when bigger players call, this is a game of what? Like, do I want the bigger players or do I want this person? And I realized that a lot about because I would always have people around me and sometimes they were just too fucking much. Or they had too much dirt on what they were doing. I can't have some street guy doing shit with me. I can't have somebody that I can't co-sign with me. Right? At some level, you can keep people to a certain extent and have them drive up this and drive up that. But at one point, if that keeps happening, then people are like, that's your buddy. Rappers do it all the time. They're snitching and no. You think 6ix9ine's not paying everybody off? Come on. Snitched the whole entire game. Back in the day, done. Now, come on, bro. They hit big hitters, bro. Big, tough dudes. Boom. Carla. Boom. Nipsey. Boom. All these people. But he's alive because he's paying everybody off. Their families are getting bread. He has ridiculous amount of money where he could just go, my protection. And the niggas in jail, they're already in jail. So all they can say is, well, at least we got a little money. At least my mom got money. And the whole point of saying that is that association shit is what fucks people in the long run. Just like in that movie. Guess what? They went and killed that guy Nicky. They buried him. And Robert De Niro barely got away. Because they're like, yo, you're associated with him. He's like, you can't be around me, bro. Like, they don't want you around me. They told you you're done. And that's it. Everybody has a boss, essentially. Our bosses are our consumers, our mentees. So I just look at it. You know, me and Kenny were talking, and I was talking about the difference between playing checkers, which is a fucking menial thing, and then chess. The thing about chess is you have to leverage everything to win. Yeah. And at one point, you can make the wrong move. There's too many pawns in that game. But when you play Monopoly, you're just waiting your turn. You're going past go. It doesn't mean stop. You're going around, and then eventually you own the shit, and everybody has to pay you. So the more you can own your events, the more you get to decide, the more none of that matters. Because then you can say, honestly, guys, your money's not going to buy your fucking way into here. And then see how mad people get. See how people, like, if you're cool, then they'll be like, oh shit, you know what? That's my bad. Real niggas, real people, real dudes will correct themselves, offer respect, and then they come the right way. If not, then they'll still act like little kids. And I know this because these people are like, oh yeah, I want to come here. I want to come here. Like, bro, your money doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. It matters to the middle class and the people that want to be rich. But wealthy people, they want control. I don't know fucking money.
Yeah.
Think about the president. Oh, the president only makes a salary of such and such. No, they don't. You guys are fucking idiots and you're lying. That's why Trump went there and said what he wanted, because guess what? He had a lot of money. And he had a salary. He said, I ain't even staying in the White House. And he was staying in the White House, staying across the street. Think about that. That was way too much. Like, yo, cool, fuck you, you're out. Because the higher up, he was too loud. At some level, we have to decide that. That's why I'm like, every day, like, do we sell more? Do I do this? Do I do that? Now I'm like real worried about, like, in the rental car space too. I already called fake mentors out. I can't be seen fucking promoting fake mentors. People doing fraud. Because it's easy to get caught doing that shit. They just caught fucking like reality show people getting fed time. Dip, it's done. These people are bringing so much attention to themselves. All it takes is one person to get pissed at a high level and say, hey yo, make that call. Let's see if we can fuck with this guy. We need someone to look into his books. People have family that works in the IRS. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a couple calls. Hey, oh, who do we have in the IRS? Boom. Imagine if we have a group full of 50 people, one of us knows somebody. Somebody.
So basically what you're saying is,
A lot of these car people, because they're not taught. They're just fucking doing fraud. Like there's a lot of people in this game just doing like actual fraud. I'm like,
I can see that.
there's no way to like say you're kind of. They're just doing fraud. And as soon as, bro, it gets crazy. And if people keep asking about the same person, I automatically am like, yo, I don't even ask them sometimes. I'm just like, okay. I kind of stay
Word
out of
gets
it.
around, right?
It's small, bro. I know a couple people out here that just like talking shit about each other, and it's not about them, but just about each other. I'm just like, and they'll tell you all their bit. Blah, 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 he did this, blah, blah, and I'm just like, I'm cool with that guy. So now I'm like, I don't want to say anything, but I'm also like, me, if there's a bunch of drama, I just not fuck with you, because then they're like, oh yeah. Well, did you know he did this? And it's like weird, you know what I mean? It's like dating a girl that's fucking doing shit. And then people are like, yo, bro,
That's
just this
facts.
girl, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, did you know? And then you're like looking dumb. I don't want to throw her under the bus because they may be lying, but I don't want to because I thought something. And then it's that weird situation. So if anything, as a man, we would just be like, fuck, I gotta decide. Fuck her. Like, you gotta go. If you're the one that's getting all this attention that's negative, I'm cool.